Hello and welcome to this Battle of the Brands broadcast. I'm Rob Stone. This is my partner, the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson. It's another Elite League clash where the best battle for bragging rights.
These teams don't just show up, they show out. Get ready for fireworks.
The Hammer Squad doesn't just bowl, they attack the pins. Known for their raw power and relentless drive, they thrive in the biggest moments. Tonight, they'll look to smash their way to the top of the brand wars. Tonight, the lanes are primed for a fierce showdown, and no one brings the fire quite like Motive. Their players step in with power and confidence, ready to trade blows frame after frame. You can bet this Battle of the Brands will leave a mark. Looking good here early.
Nice start, Rob.
Eight pins go down, leaving the 1 and 2. Now, we'll try to convert here. Kent covers nicely.
No panic, just precision.
Left the 9-10 split there. We'll try to clean it up here. Oh, nice conversion there, Randy.
Yep, that's textbook spare shooting, my friends.
Seeking a double here. Knocks down 8 pins, leaving the 3 and 6. This one is very makeable. Released just a tad early on that one. That's a swing and a miss.
Wide on that one.
Looking for the conversion, needs a good shot. And cannot pick it up.
That's one you wish you could have back. Call that a Brooklyn strike.
Looking for double strikes on this throw. That goes into the gutter.
You don't see the pros do that very often, but it can happen when you're flirting with a line out by the edge. That's a tough open, but there's still a spare on the table.
Could not recover after the gutter ball, and that is an open frame. Knocks down 6, leaving the 1-2-4-7. Looking for a good shot right here. Misses everything, and that's an open frame. Released just a tad early on that one. Missed that one.
Yeah, the ball just didn't quite get there. Went wide.
It doesn't get much more difficult than this. Can't come up with the spare.
It's a rare thing to see anyone pick that up. Just got to move on.
And they all go down.
Man, that was nasty.
Struck in the last frame, looking for the double here. Puts only 7 pins in the pit. Looking for the spare here. And the pins do not go down.
Yeah, your ball placement has to be perfect, and that's not what we saw right there.
Released just a tad early on that one.
That was just a little late getting around the corner.
As you can see, players on the tour are likely to convert here. Oh no, did not get it.
Something like that just kills you. You can't miss an easy spare like that.
Nice. That ball could have knocked down 30 pins.
There you go. Mixes them up. Crosses over, almost got the Brooklyn strike there, completely misses the pocket.
The 9-pin is almost always picked up. Nine pin, no problem. Seven count there. We'll try to clean it up here. And a nice conversion there.
Put it right where it needed to be placed. Down it goes.
Looking to get on a streak now, hunting 2 in a row. Released just a tad early on that one. Takes out 9 pins, leaving just the 1. Looking for a good shot right here. Small wood, covers nicely. Seven count there, leaving the 1-2-8. As you can see, players on the tour are likely to convert here. Johnson covers nicely. Pins go down, leaving the 5 and 9. Looking for the conversion, needs a good shot. Gets the spare.
Not automatic, but made it look easy.
Takes out 7 pins, leaving the 1-2-8. Statistically, this is not that difficult to convert. Air ball on that one.
Goes light there and missed the target.
You see the numbers on the 1-2-10. Needs a great shot here. Released just a tad early on that one. Missed it, missed it!
Yeah, I think that was just lack of concentration.
That does it for game 1. Game 2 coming your way next. Gets it going here with the strike.
Nice way to start.
exactly what you want. Got a strike on the last turn. Ah, the messenger delivers right there.
Concussion protocol.
Looking for two straight here. Nice start here. Opens with two in a row. Already has two strikes, looking for a third. Six, 7, 10, still standing.
Here you're going to try and hit the right side of the 6 and send it into the 7. The ball will take out the 10.
6, 7, 10, converted only 10.7% of the time. Doesn't cover the 6, 7, 10. That hurts. Working off a double now.
Ah, goes Brooklyn.
Looking for the spare here. Went for it, but could not pick it up.
That would have been a heck of a conversion.
Nine count there with just the 6 remaining. Six pin should not be a problem with a 97.5% conversion rate on the tour. That won't get it done. Misses completely. That shot punched the words right out of me.
Yes, there you go.
Looking for 2 in a row. Released just a tad early on that one. Oh, that one sure looked good. Eight pins go down, leaving the 3 and 6. Pros on tour will generally pick this one up. Comes up empty on that one. Picks up just 4 pins there. Now we'll try to convert here. Try to convert, but ends up with the air ball. Now at 2 strikes in a row. Will we see 3?
We just might.
Released just a tad early on that one. Knocks down 8 pins, leaving the 2 and 6. Looking for the spare here. Released just a tad early on that one. Left it open after a difficult shot. There's the 4-5 split.
To convert this, you just need to put the ball between the pins.
Try to clean it up here. Russo covers nicely. That shot could not have been better.
There we go. Dialed in on that one.
Looking for the double. Puts only 6 pins in the pit. Looking for the conversion, needs a good shot. Could not convert.
Yeah, that's not an easy one to pick up.
Moneyball.
That got down the lane in a hurry and was a full rack attack once the ball got to the pins.
Looking for 2 straight here. Off target on that one.
Didn't make it to the pocket. Went light.
Looking for a good shot right here. Oh, missed it. Missed it. Circle this frame.
Rob, you can't afford mistakes like that at this level with this much on the line.
Takes out 8 pins, leaving the 1 and 2. Now we'll try to convert here. Clean it up. That's what the pros do, win or lose.
One board left or right, and that's an open. Great shot. Watch this. Cuts right through the heart.
will try to clean it up here. Easy conversion there.
Finesse and accuracy brought right there.
It's not about the scoreboard anymore. It's about heart. That, my friends, was a nice-looking strike.
How about that?
Released just a tad early on that one. Oh, good-looking release on that one, Randy.
Perfect delivery from the rookie for the strike.
Seeking a double here. There's some icing on the cake. Already has 2 strikes, looking for a third. And a big mistake there.
Those are the kind of mistakes that can cost you the win.
We've reached the conclusion of Game 2. Stay tuned for Game 3 coming up. Released just a tad early on that one. Takes out 7 pins. It doesn't get much more difficult than this. Looked like it had a shot, but does not convert there.
Yeah, you have to be perfect and a little lucky to pick that one up.
Wide of target.
Couldn't quite get the corner on that one.
Professional bowlers are awfully good spare shooters and will usually convert here. Gets the spare here in the first. Knocks down 8 pins, leaving the 1 and 2. Now we'll try to convert here. O'Neal cleans that one up.
Nailed it with authority.
Takes out 9 pins, leaving just the 8. The 8-pin has a 95.8% conversion rate for players on the tour. That won't get it done. Misses completely. Released just a tad early on that one. Takes out 9 pins, leaving just the 4. As you can see, the 4-pin should not be an issue. Cleans up the 4-pin there. Into the gutters. Huge mistake.
And a rough one here to clean up after the gutter ball on the first throw.
It's out of the jam. 10 in the pit for a spare.
Good focus, better execution.
Takes out 9 pins. The 9-pin is not missed very often. 97.5% conversion rate. Converts the 9-pin. Picks up 7 pins. You see here, this is not going to be easy. Released just a tad early on that one. That's a swing and a miss. Into the moat. I was not expecting that.
That was just way too risky. Time to regroup and make this one count.
Could not released just a tad early on that one. And they all go down.
Yes, sir!
Trying to get a streak going here.
Rob, that'll make you smile. A lucky Brooklyn strike.
Oh, the 10 stands. .95% is your tour average for the 10-pin. Comes up empty on that one. A 410, yuck.
Yeah, your best shot here is to just barely clip the left side of the 4-pin and slide it into the 10.
Completed only 4.5% of the time on the tour. Can't convert there.
410's hard to make. It's messy, hard to clean up.
Struck the last 2 times and will try to get 3 in a row here. Knocks down 9 pins there, leaving the 3. Pros on the tour make this spare 96% of the time. Released just a tad early on that one. Puts the 3-pin down. The 10-pin doesn't cooperate. The 10-pin gets converted 95% of the time. Ten-pin, no problem. Picks up 9 pins with just the 5 remaining. You see the conversion rate there for the 5-pin, 97.5%. Airball on that one. Through the head pin.
Yeah, went straight through the heart. Not where you want to be.
Good chance of making this one. Oh, huge mistake.
It really is, Rob. I mean, that's what happens when you lose concentration.
The rookie has won this match. Seven-pin conversion rate, 93% on the tour. Released just a tad early on that one. Even after clinching, still making spares. Total pro.
That spare didn't stand a chance with this rookie throwing.
Oh no, the big 4.
Best strategy here is to try and slide the 4 and the 6-pin into the 2 pins on the other side. Really hard to convert, though.
Well, that wraps up our coverage of this fantastic Battle of the Brands broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to tune in next time for more action.